Hi guys, we are live. Welcome. Thank you so much for actually joining us on a Wednesday evening. My name is Jonah. This is our final show for Late Night Show with Jonah. So basically, I'm actually taking a sabbatical break, and then we'll come back sometime in June, and I might or might not actually rename this. We'll actually see how this goes, and hopefully we'll come back with even better content, even better speakers, and hopefully you guys will actually enjoy the whole session. So if you guys can actually hear us, can actually see me, because previously I was notified that Facebook actually has a little bit of a problem with their system today. So if you guys can actually hear me, do type hi in the comments. Do type hi, so I know that you guys can hear me. You guys can actually see me. And so that we guys can actually go on with this conversation. Hi, Audi. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right. So yeah, today we be actually talking to David, who is internet marketer. So just before I do that, right, I'll do some quick introduction about myself. So welcome, guys. Thank you so much for actually joining us on a Wednesday evening. My name's Jonah. Welcome to the late night show with Jonah. This is our final session. So if you guys have been tuning in, I really appreciate your time, effort for actually tuning in every single week, because we have amazing speakers that I bring on that can actually bring a lot of value, and really like just give their best. Every time when they come on, they give all, and they just want to impact more people. So these are the people I believe in, and hopefully you have been enjoying the session so far. So why I actually do this show is I basically invite them to share about their passion, experiences, failures, and how they bring their business to the next level. So all of us can actually learn and grow together, and hopefully be motivated to do more sessions, or even to start their own live show, and to actually be motivated from their sharing. Right. So in today's session, special session today, we have David. We have David, who is a founder of Vertex Mastery. He's also an international best-selling author, global speaker, entrepreneur, and video marketing strategist. So today, right, we'll be discussing with David how you can actually reach more and influence more people and get more sales using nothing but your smartphone, even if you are an introvert or have zero experience doing video. So just before I invite Devi up on stage, I do hope you guys can support this session by sharing this to people whom you think might benefit from this, by sharing this, clicking on the share button on Facebook, share this out to as many people as you can, so we can impact more people, because David is a super influential guy. This session is not to be missed. Right. And if you wish to connect with like-minded individuals who want to learn and grow together as an entrepreneur, I do highly encourage you guys to join our 100X Connecting Entrepreneurs group. This is where we'll be having 2 Zoom sessions every single night from 9 p.m. till late. And then we will have different speakers speaking about everything from health, wealth to relationships, all for free. So the links for these sessions will all be in the comment section below. And cool. So without further ado, I'll now like to welcome David to give us a super masterclass, and yeah, big warm welcome. Hi, David. Yo, welcome, David. Thank you so much for actually joining us and being part of this late night show. How are you, man?
Good. How's everybody? If you guys can hear me, you guys can see me, just type 1 into the chat. Just
Type 1, guys.
I just want to make sure that I can see everybody and you guys can hear me. We're gonna have some fun. I normally don't do this a lot, but Jonah made a big request, so I'm here.
Definitely. Thank you so much for actually doing this, man. I know you're a super busy guy just now. You just finished your training as well. So yeah, I think it's a fantastic thing that you actually come on in. It's a pleasure. It's a privilege to have you on the show. And yeah, I think it's cool.
Jonah tried to get me on this interview for a freaking long time, but it clashes with my schedule. And he was like, "Hey, man, like his persistence
show.
Ridiculous. Yeah, his persist. No, you gotta admit your persistence. Your persistence is unwavering, and then you're like, hey, I really want to make this happen. All of that. So if you want to find the person who can make things happen, Jonah is the man. He made it happen, and he is a year older today. His birthday just passed, So
Oh,
that's
thank
not
you,
your
man.
happy birthday. But
David.
here, because of his persistence, and you guys are all here because he has been doing this weekly. From what I know, and you guys need to realize that this is not an easy task. Commitment is never easy. Same like doing videos. So let's jump right in, man.
All right, cool. Thanks for the very short introduction. Very touching, intro. And yeah, it's actually my persistence and public declaration that actually made me want to continue this, because I actually made it public that I will actually be doing this every single week, and then I committed to it. Right, that is how. And then I really wanted to have you on the show. Basically, is because that I know that you are able to bring a lot of value to the audience, and I know with your experience and your intellect, right, you'll be able to impact a lot of people. Right, so that
Nice.
is one of the main reasons why I brought you onto this show. And just before we start on our first question, right, I do like to thank some of our audience on Facebook who actually are joining us today. We have Audi, we have Leon, we have Alex, we have Yvonne, we have Ronald, we have Viola, we have Michelle, right? We have Jerry Ho, we have Ronald, we have Aiden. Thank you so much for actually joining us, guys. So today we're actually talking to David, and for today, right, we're actually talking about how you can actually build your brand using ugly smartphone videos that actually can sell. Right. So David, do give us a brief introduction about your background and how was it like actually growing up, and how did you actually get into this social media realm, and now you're actually specializing in video marketing strategy. How did you do that?
Okay, cool. I think the biggest thing for everybody is how did I got started? A lot of people see me where I am today, and a lot of people think that it's very easy to do what I do. And then we do have people trying to copy us, but they don't realize that when I started my journey, okay, I was actually a kid that felt everything. I remember I took my UEC, and like I was supposed to take 14 subjects. I only passed 3, and then like to help you save face, right? UEC on the report card, they'll only put the 3 subjects that the subjects that you pass. And on my report card show in all my slides, it's always those 3 subjects. It's just some geography, some English, and some weird thing. And I felt everything, mathematics, all that. And I think the biggest problem was like a lot of people think that, hey, this is life as it is. Like there's no choice. Like go work for family, go sweep the floor, and then a lot of people try to let life, your grades determine you. And it was during that time I discovered the word entrepreneurship. It was never in my dictionary. It was never in my vocabulary. And this is the power of education. This is the power of awareness. I always thought the only way to make money is to be a lawyer, engineer. And I wanted to be a mechatronic engineer when I was young. And when I stumbled upon this word entrepreneurship at an event fair, and then that's where I discovered the world of Steve Jobs, Richard Branson. I remember my first book was Losing My Virginity. My good friend James, his first book was also that, right? It's a very good book to trick young males to get on the journey of entrepreneurship because of the title, right? But that's where I read the book. That's where I got started, and I realized like, hey, like there's a world where you can start your own business. There's a world where you can be in control of your own income. There's a world where you can do it. So I thought, yeah, business is so easy. That's what everybody does. And then all of you here, you're probably on this platform right now listening to this, and you were like, oh, I wish somebody told me this before I started my business. But actually, you realize that business is not easy. Business is the toughest thing on planet Earth. Business is the most painful thing on planet Earth, and the business is built for gladiators. And that's what happened. I started my first business, t-shirt business, failed. Second business, C-sharp business, failed. I started a bunch of businesses, failed. I almost went bankrupt. And that's where I realized like, hey, a business is not just an idea. Write this down. A business is not just an idea. A business requires systems, strategies, tactics. It's about doing the right things at the right time with the right people and allowing you to have a predictable result. And understanding this, then that's where I had to look back and say, hey, what am I doing wrong? Is I realized that I did not have the right marketing tools, the right strategies to grow my business. Then I started my fifth business was an event business, which is currently my company right now, Vertex Mushroom, made millions. You can see the Comma Cup stuff.
Double Comma Club.
Yeah,
There you
double
go.
Comma Cup right there, yo.
Yeah.
So like we made a lot of
Just
money.
to give people some context, David, just before I continue, sorry. So Double Comma Club is actually prize, something that is run by ClickFunnels, is to those who actually achieve, yes, is for those who actually achieve $1 million in sales revenue. Is that correct? And you got 2 in USD.
Yeah, so we made more money than that, but it's just like you have to make a certain amount of money with their platform, then you get the club. So we realized actually we made a lot more money, but it's just like, hey, since we're not using it, might as well just go report and just get the club. But yeah, it's a good award, but it's nothing special. So I would say like that's how I got started. And what made me where I am today is because I focus on this. I screwed the business plan. I screwed everything everybody talked about, and I just look at, okay, what's one thing that will make the fundamental difference is your ability as an entrepreneur to sell and market and persuade your products or services. And that's where I did it. I learned how to run ads. I learned how to fill the rooms. I learned how to market, sell. I learned how to persuade. And long story short, this is where I am today. And we just happened to find out that the easiest way to do it is through ugly smartphone videos, simple smartphone videos, because we tend to overcomplicate it. Everybody's telling you build a funnel, no, you know, like keep it simple. And that's what I want to share with you guys today. Not just how to build a brand with video, how to build everything, sales, marketing, strategies, follow up, relationships with smartphone videos, how to build your whole business with nothing but your smartphone.
Yeah. All right, cool. You actually mentioned about like the power education, power awareness. You actually shared about the book, Losing Your Virginity, and you actually recommend that that's a great book for entrepreneurs to get started. And you know, business is not just about an idea, right? It is about building systems, processes, and then that's how you actually grow, how you scale. And that's actually, I think that's fantastic. There's some really words of wisdom there. But just before we actually go on to video marketing and how people can actually leverage on video marketing, right? Who have been the biggest influence for you, David? Because I see like everybody on Facebook can actually hear that you're very confident in how you actually speak, how you actually articulate your thoughts. So who was your biggest influence in actually having to start this journey?
I have 5 J's, 1 M. These 5 people influence. 5 J's, 1 M. And then also 1 G. I think the first one would be grandfather. Grandfather influenced me the most. Like he showed me what it means to live a legacy. And then it would be, but my grandfather gave me the idea like, hey, you can be an entrepreneur. You can do what you love, right? And the 5 J's and 1 M is the mentors that I have. 5 J's, Joseph, my dad. My dad, he was super resistant. And then a lot, as an entrepreneur, the biggest thing that you have is when your family don't support you, the mental support is not there. It's very hard to do this. And after the first 3-4 years, it's just bickering and all that. He finally came to terms that, hey, like, you know, I think that you're walking the path of your grandfather. There's no point stopping you. There's no point asking you to come home. Go ahead, run wild and run free. First J, Joseph. Second J, Joe Bauer. Joe Bauer showed me the power of persuasion, using words, the art of presenting, which is why I can do what I do, and then without being somebody else. Jack Wong showed me the power of financial and legal analysis, showed me how to watch my back. It made me a bit more pessimistic, but it also made me become a good businessman, how to look at deals, right? Then I got Jeff Slater, show me the power of spiritual enlightenment. Look beyond just the 4 physical realms. And last one is James. James taught me about building businesses, building teams. I think Jonah had Jane Fu on this show.
Yep.
And the last person, a good friend of mine, Melvin, showed me how to ground myself, be myself as a spiritual man, how to work on myself, how to be clear. And without him, right, I wouldn't be able to to be, I would say, in both in business and also in life, I wouldn't be as grounded as I am without Melvin. So these are my 5Js, 1G and 1M. So
Wow. Cool.
these,
Good. Thanks for actually sharing, David. Yep. So yeah, thanks for actually sharing. You actually mentioned about your granddad. You mentioned about Joe, Jack. So I see that you have a mentor in every stage of your life, like somebody to mentor you in terms of business, some to mentor you in terms of mindset. How important is this, and how should people actually be focusing? Should they focus on just one mentor, or actually you would actually advise them to follow your footsteps?
I would say have one master in each area. Every master is good at one thing. For example, that's the problem. When you idolize somebody and you think that they are the best person to do everything, it's a terrible way, right? So you want to realize that there are people who work on different steps. So, for example, a lot of people think, oh, if Li Ka-shing were to be my mentor, all problems will be solved. Li Ka-shing probably can be your money mentor, business mentor, but probably you have shitty relationships and go through 4 or 5 divorces. Not the best example. Does it make sense? So have a mentor in everything. So there are the four, 5 realms you all know: physical, emotional, spiritual, mental, right? And also wealth, right? So when you work on these 5 areas, this is what we call the wheel of life, and that's what allows you to have balance. And I think the biggest mistake, we always look for the money mentor. We never look for the mind mentor, the heart mentor, the spiritual mentor. That's why so many people are so rich but so broke inside. The definition of success. I read a quote by Casey Neistat, right? And this guy has the most amount of followers on YouTube, and he's a highly respected videographer. And he says this: the quantifiable equation of success. If you're going to quantify success, a lot of people say it's doing what you love. I disagree. The quantifiable measurement of success is about spending the least amount of time doing the things you hate. A lot of people are like, oh, do what I love, do what I love. Yeah, you can do a lot of things that you love, but you also need to do a lot of things that you hate. Right? A lot of people are like, I want to start a business to do what I love, right? Yeah, but also there's the part you hate: manage team, tax, accounting, da. So the quantifiable success is to understand how much time are you spending in every minute of your life doing the things that you hate. Hate versus drying your clothes, doing the accounts, whatever it is. Measure that. That's how you have success, is to keep measure the right things. Not just, if you measure, it's good. If you measure the right things, it makes the difference. It keeps the ball rolling.
Speaking of which, do you actually recommend that people who are actually listening on to this, right, be outsourcing what they do not like to do? Is that what you're trying to say?
It's not just outsource. There are many ways many roads to lead to Rome. Many ways to build a house. Right? Outsourcing is one way. Building a team is another way. Each will come with its own problems. Right? Being a freelancer is another way. At the end of the day, you need to ask yourself what makes you happy, because when you outsource, there's also things that you hate to do with outsource. When you work with a team, there's things that you hate to do with a team. And the question is this: how do you? And I don't want to make this a business call, but there's a thing we call the hiring ladder. At each stage of your business, if you're starting out 0 to 10K, you need to hire a generalist. Once you go 10 to 20K, you need to hire a different person, a sales executive. There's a hiring ladder. Based on the problems that arise in your business, you hire the right position so that you can stop doing it. So same thing with outsourcing, right? You need to make sure you do the right moves at the right step at the right time. Gary Kasparov says this, like chess. Chess is about understanding this. Chess is not about understanding what to do, how to do it. It's about not just doing what to do and how to do it, but doing the right things in the right sequence. Same thing with video. So let's put it back to video, right? A lot of people think when it comes to video, it's just about, just record video. No. Video is about understanding that there's a certain move sequence to the moves you make. You put everything in the right sequence. You recognize the patterns of video. You recognize the patterns of persuasion. You put it in to a clip that you record on your smartphone, and then it will convert. People will buy. You can build a business from it. You can get leads from it, and that's what you need to know. Business, video, everything is about pattern recognition. See the moves, understand the moves, and know when, in which order to apply those moves.
Wow. Very, very powerful words there, bro. So yeah, you actually talk about how to actually do videos. But just before that, one more question before I go into videos question. I have been dying to ask this. I've been dying to ask this. Yeah, I know. Wait. Yes, videos are super important, but I do have one last question. The biggest question I have for you is, just before we jump into videos, right? Is what is your biggest failure to date, and what do you learn from it?
What's my biggest failure today? Do I have any failures? I don't know. I think I don't. I think I have a lot of failures, but do I have a biggest failure that I look at? Like, each of them are big in their own way. I don't have one big failure that I look back and then I regret. But I think like life is all about having multiple. Every setback is a springboard to your success. You know, write that down. Every setback is a springboard to your success. Your scars that you don't want to show to the world are what makes you become a star. What makes you, your fears, when you overcome them, is what gives you the freedom to soar. The scars are your stars. Your fears is what makes you fortunes, right? Yep. And to see things that your failures are what makes you become famous. So I would say I don't have a specific failure that I can recall now, but I would say overall, to answer your second question, is like every failure, every setback. That's the better word. Every setback, every failure in life, it's always I always see this as two things. Okay, number one is a gentle slap from the universe to say like, hey, time to get your shit together. You've been too comfortable for a while. Okay, that's number one. Do things differently, right? And then the second one would be is to understand that each God, the universe, whatever you choose to believe in, you are chosen for a reason. If you are facing a failure or setback, right? As long as you don't give up, as long as you grit your teeth, no matter how hard it is, you pull yourself through. The reason why you have to pull yourself through that painful hell with scars and bloody mud all over you is because you are a messenger, you are a vessel for the universe or God to share this, whether it's in a paid environment where you become a coach consultant, whether it's through a mentoring role. Your job is to share your pain, your struggles, your experiences to the people. You are a vessel for the universe or whatever you believe in to the masses so that you can help them get to the promised land. And that's how you need to see failures as. And I would say like there are many things that I felt like sometimes like not closing a sale, not getting this deal, like doing stupid business deals and it costing me hundreds and thousands. There are a lot of that. I remember I was a forex millionaire when I was 16, 17. I traded the US dollar, Japanese yen, right? And then I made over 1.8 million US Aussie dollars. So it's like 3-4 mil. And then I got what's the word? I got greedy, right? And then my coach told me like get out, and then I'm like, nah, let's just buy more, like ride it to the moon. You see all these Bitcoin people ride it to the moon, right now, hold on, and then crash. I went to sleep. I actually remember this was in Melbourne. I went to sleep, right? I woke up. Bank of Cyprus announces crash, and I go like, oh, Bank of Cyprus, some Middle Greece country, nothing to do with me, right? My USD Japanese yen, boop, and then like negative 145,000.
Oh,
just overnight, everything gone. But then I look at it, it's like, if I cashed out, right, I probably wouldn't be as humble as I am. I probably wouldn't be as kind as I am. I'd probably be the most arrogant prick on planet Earth, and probably the failure that will come after will hurt me even more.
Wow. All right, cool. Thanks for actually sharing, David. That was very insightful. Like a little glimpse into your world of how you actually grew up and your failures. So today we're actually speaking to David Chua from Vertex Mastery, and today we're actually talking about how you can actually build your brand using ugly smartphone videos that actually sell. Cool. So David, so do tell us why since you are like a business coach, business strategy, you have everything covered. Dear friend of mine, why video marketing?
Why video marketing? I think when I started, I wanted to teach people about funnels. Then I realized everybody has a problem with funnels. Like it's too complicated. I want to teach people copywriting. Then I realized a lot of people can write shit. Pardon my language. Then I thought, like, okay, maybe teach people ads, but I realized most people can't even click their Facebook. Don't even know Facebook. 80% of Facebook features, they only know how to post, how to comment, how to like. That's it. You know. And then I realized like what's the best way to help. So I was promoting an event by Joe Bauer. Mark Lim says you watch my sponsored video. Yeah, go ahead, bookmark it. Just a self promotion here. Do follow me at David KY Chua at David, and then just add a KY Chua on Instagram. We have a lot of gifts there, and then we're giving out gifts. So if you want to go ahead, go ahead and follow me on my. I think there's a bit of echo, Jonah.
Oh, are you guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah, just a bit of echo.
All right, cool. Sorry for that. I think
I'll just continue while you figure out whatever you need to do.
Yep.
So coming back, like just go ahead and follow me, and then we're posting a bunch of new content there, so you can go ahead and learn at David Koretra on Instagram. Now coming back, why video is because I was promoting this event by Joe Bauer, and what happened was during this event, Joe Bauer, we had to fill a room, and we didn't have any marketing budget, no experience. We spent almost 50,000 on traditional marketing, newspaper, radio, TV, magazine. Did not get any people. This was back in 2016, 17. And then what happened was, like I went to a class by this guy called Justin Teo because we were on our wits end. It's like, okay, like there's the one thing we haven't tried is video, right? Everybody's talking about video. How hard can it be? I went to learn from Justin. He showed me everything, and then I just used the same exact template. I wish I could show you the slides, but if I show slides and share slides, it's gonna f up Jonas like whole thing. So I'm not gonna show slides, but you can take my word for it. First event, the room. This was in International Plaza. This was in Singapore, level 1805 something. The room could only fit 80 people, so we expected 20, 30 people. 20, 30 people is a good day already, right? Because back then with pre-lockdown, right? Then pre-lockdown, you got how to say like nobody wants to go to events. Now lockdown, everybody wants to come out. That different story.
Yeah.
So what happened was 7 p.m. 6 p.m. the event start. 7 p.m. people kept piling in, and it's like an office building, right? And then what happened was 7:15, like we already had the room full. And then 7:20, we were like, we need more chairs. And then we were like, we're going to different offices to steal chairs to put. And then the room was so packed, right? That Joe only had like the stage area. The only space he could do was he could turn and then move 10 steps, 5 steps in front, 5 steps back, 5 steps right, 5 steps. There are people sitting on the floor, standing on the wall. There are people just piling outside, just listening to the echo. And then we realized we nailed it. And but maybe it's a fluke, maybe it's a fluke, right? So we did again, but this time, right, Singapore Expo. So we get the 200 people room, and then we're like, okay, 200 people room. And then this Matthew got greedy. So Matthew go upgrade since we already had so we had 80 people, we had about 150 people show up. Okay, max out the whole place. So we booked Expo 200 people a week to 10 days later, and then we expect 200 people, same amount of people. My friend got greedy just in case. He went to upgrade the room to the bigger room, and then it was 400 people. I went bonkers. What do you think? How do you think we can ever get this amount of numbers? We have 400 people, and then what happened was there was still a line after filling everybody in the room. If you look, recently you guys in Malaysia, Don Don Donki just opened 3/4 of 9, something like that. People were waiting to go into the room, and then the expo's you either open the whole hall or we'll close you down. So we had to open the whole hall. In the end, we had like 750 people packed to pack, everybody in seats. And that event changed my life. And then it made me realize the power of video. All I did is I took a bunch of old videos, sliced them together, run it as an ad, and that changed my business. And then it made me realize that, like, hey, like any problems you have, you want leads, you want sales, whatever it is, you just gotta shoot a video. You gotta shoot a video.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get it out there, and then you just gotta collect the money.
But David, what a lot of people they're actually very shy on camera. Like even for myself, right? When I actually started off doing this, I think you get this a lot. A lot of people just do not want to show their face on camera because they're camera shy. So how would you actually address their issue? Like, they just cannot at all.
This is my face right now. Like, okay, I love you all. Okay, I love you all, but you need to realize this. Okay, video is simple. Video is easy. Video is fun. Okay, you always want to think about this. This is simple. This is easy. This is fun. Now, how do you go from a no to video to a yes? How do you go from a no to a yes? How do you be able to give yourselves a thumbs up? Here's what you need to realize. Okay, you guys can see Tin-Si Tan in the chat. She is my co-trainer. We are training her up, and she's amazing at what she does. So please follow her on Facebook. You can see her also.
Yep, I just put Tin-Si up. There you go.
So Tin-Si is very good at helping you guys get confidence on camera. And we're also working with her. She's also going to be teaching our content. But long story short is this. Here's what you can think about. The problem with most business owners is we've been trained to be a char siu bao. You know a char siu bao? Char siu bao, white color bao. Right?
Yep.
White color bao, all the filling inside. How much you can sell a char siu bao?
$40, $50,
$50,
$60.
Right. The maximum at a high-end restaurant, $10-$20. Right?
Yep.
Go think about the American burger. Okay? The American burger. How much can you sell an American burger for?
In Malaysia, around 30, 35.
50.
Depends where you eat them.
At a high-end restaurant, 80, right? And then there was the stupid saga, $480.
$480, yeah.
For a burger, right?
Yeah.
One day, I went to the US for a lot of events, right? And then one thing I realized, like, the US, you see, they're very good at marketing, but when you really go there, it's shit. They're actually quite behind, right?
Yeah.
And that's when I realized what the biggest problem right now with most businesses is we want to stay behind the scenes and we want to be a char siu bao, and then we keep complaining why we don't earn money. So the first shift you need to make is, do you want to be a char siu bao that you always remain a hidden secret, or do you want to be a burger where you show all your feelings and you make people you make people want you? That's rule number one. Before you even overcome shyness, before you think about shyness, you think about what? Am I desirable as a business, as a product, as a service, as a human being? Am I desirable? It's like this. It's like you got a freaking Tinder, right? Like, do you want to hide everything up, or do you want to, if you got freaking 6-pack abs, you want to show it, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with girls. Like, if you got a body, you want to show it, right? Like, on freaking Tinder, okay? So, like, why are you in business? Like, oh, I'm so shy. I want to hide behind the camera. Like, slap. Okay, Joey, slap. All right. So that's number one. Stop being a char siu bao. Stop being a hidden secret. Stop being a burger. Stop being desirable. Stop making people salivate over you. So that's number one. After that, number two is, like, how do you overcome the shyness? Internal, external. You focus on you. You always shy. You always keep making mistakes. You always want to be perfect. When you are shy, you don't want to go on camera, all of that, you always look within yourself. You focus on you. But when you look at the audience, you focus on the audience, you focus on the message. Like, right now, I don't care what I look like, I don't care my pimple or whatever. I'm focused on you.
I can see it. Yeah.
That's why I am okay. That's why I talk to you like a friend. I'm focused on you. So it doesn't care what's going on. I don't care if there's sounds, there's cats, there's dogs. I don't care if the whole house is on fire. Touch wood. But you get the idea. I'm focused on you. So it doesn't matter what I look like. So a lot of people, internal, external, you focus too much on yourself. You're not focusing on the audience, the message, and how important your voice is to help your audience. How important it is to overcome your own fear, because you need to understand, video is not about perfectionism. Video is about publishing, getting your word out, your message out, publishing out to the world, and that's what you want to realize. And then when you do that, then what you do is you are able to touch people's lives. You're able to change people's lives. You're able to inspire. You're able to get them to take action. You're able to get them to move. Hearts and minds. Hearts, mind, wallets. Move their heart, move their mind, move their wallet. When they move their wallet, they buy from you. That's the ultimate trust for a person to say, like, hey, I trust you. I want to invest in you. I want to buy from you.
Right. So just now you mentioned about how to overcome fear. Don't look within. Always look what you can do. Have a conversation with your audience. Try to focus outwards instead of inwards. But my next question, like a lot of people would also say that they do not have their train of thought well thought out in their mind. Every time when the camera comes on, they don't know what to say. So how would you actually combat that?
Yeah, here's the message I said, like Garry Kasparov. If you don't understand the game of chess and the patterns of chess, you never win a grandmaster. So video is also the same. It's like chess, guys. The reason why video seems so intimidating is because you don't know that there's a pattern, there's a structure, there's a template to everything that you do. So I want to give everybody something more implementable. I'm going to give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 P's that you can do video anytime. If you guys want to learn more from me, go to my Instagram, David Kewar Chua. I think we're doing a few events, and I'd love to have you guys there where I teach this in detail. But I'm going to give you guys 5 to 6 P's.
All right, just before you go there, David, if everyone is actually getting a lot of value from what David is actually sharing, do type 1 in the comments. Type 1 in the comments so we can actually give David more love, encouragement, so he can actually start with the 6 P's. And also don't forget to hit the love button, smash the like button, love button, right? So we know that you guys are there, not just actually sitting around, but actually listening in. And also you want to have your notepad out and take on notes, a pen and a notepad. Take down all the notes that David is saying, and then that's how you actually learn, right? So David, just before we do that, we are actually talking to David Chua. If for those who actually just joined us today, we are actually talking to David Chua, who is the founder of Vertex Mastery. And today we are actually talking about how to actually build your brand using ugly smartphone videos that can actually sell. Right, cool. So David, do let us know, what is your first tip?
Okay. Before I go into the 6 P's, guys, if you guys really want me to give you something tangible, okay, all I'm gonna do it. Ask for Jonah. Jonah has been doing this week in, week out. His Wednesday no life for you guys. Okay, what I want you to do is take your phone, right, or whatever you're using to watch this, screenshot or take a picture of this exact live right now, and I want you to post it on your Facebook. Tag me, David Chua, on my Facebook. Okay, you can do it on Facebook, Instagram. I don't care what you do. Just tag us. Tag me, tag Jonah, and just tell people how awesome this is. When you're done, type in the word done so that I know. And those of you, if you're done, maybe Jonah, you can take their names and then I'll give them, I'll send them a power talk that I have. And it's a free gift. Okay, so that's something I want to give you guys. Only for Jonah's peeps.
All right, cool. Thanks, David. Screenshot.
Not Jonah and me, and then just type done, and then make sure you post it on Facebook. Make sure it's public so we can see. And then you want to hashtag, I don't know, like late night show with Jonah Sia, something, or just hashtag Jonah Sia.
Please do. This is the last session already. So it would mean the world to me if you guys can actually do that. So I can share this out to the world, and this. So just to let everyone know that this is our really final session until we actually do this once again. In sometime in June. So yeah.
So go ahead, do that right now. And then when it's done, just type in done. I'll make sure Jonah messages you guys, and I'll send you guys a gift. I'll let Jonah work a bit harder, but this is my gift to you guys. So let's talk a bit about the 6 P's. The problem right now. So let's start with the problem first. The problem right now is every time you go on video, you freeze. You don't know what you say. You try to remember a whole script. The problem is you're trying to remember a whole script. Even you have a teleprompter, it doesn't come out naturally, right? And also the problem is this: you don't have a quick and easy way to go. Right now, you can give me any goddamn thing, a tissue, a paper, a name card. I can make a pitch out of it. Why? It's because we've been trained to do it. Okay? So because a lot of people, like, you see when they can naturally do something because there's a structure. Okay. So the problem is most of you don't have structure. So the promise after this session, in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how in the 6 Ps you can create any video anytime, anywhere for Facebook, YouTube, whatever it is. You can lengthen it, you can shorten it. It can be a micro webinar, it can be a webinar, it can also be a short 2-3 minute video. It can also be 15-minute TikTok. Okay. So here are the 6 Ps. Okay, if you're ready, write it down. First P, poke. First P is always poke. Every person have less than 3 to 7 seconds of attention. So the first thing you need to do is you need to poke people. Poke and get their attention. Poke. There are many ways to poke, right? What you say, how you look, where you stand. Like some of the best ads are the simplest one. If you just, like, there's this ad that I just bought, like a $500 ad cost. All the guy did, he just said his simple thing, but he was standing on the table. Stop doing the typical stand in front of the white box and like, hi, my name is David John. No. For school all that. Nobody cares who the hell you are until they know until they know what's in it for them. Right? So poke. In this video, I'm going to teach you this. Ask them a question, for example. Okay? And don't just do that, but maybe change the direction. Okay? Maybe walk into the screen. I don't know. Like, hey, what's up, guys? You know, something like that. It's an attention grabber. So poke by catching their attention. Okay? Or you can poke, or there are many ways. Okay? There are many ways. Or you can use controversy. If you do not do this, might as well close your business. People are like, what's going on? You know? Okay? What you want to do is people are scrolling like mindless zombies. And what you want to do is you want to capture their attention, grab them by poking them. So that's the first step, poke. Second step, once you poke them, okay, you want to immediately be personal. Tell them who you are, but no, don't tell them your. This is what people do. Hi, my name is David Tran. I'm the McDonald's CEO, CIEIO. I'm the founder of ABC.com. No, nobody has two hoots about that. Your name, okay, your name, and then just one of these 3 things. Choose one of these 3 things. Either tell them your position in your company. Either tell them an achievement. Are you a best-selling author? Are you a world record holder? Or you tell them who you help and what result you get. My name is David Chua, and I help business owners and entrepreneurs just like you to build your whole business, a 6, 7, 8, 9-figure business, purely by using your smartphone. How to record videos, how to sell with chat using your smartphone. Okay, so that's be personal, but you want to be short, less than 5 seconds, right? And then this is where you go into the main message. Tell them the problem. So the third point is tell them the problem. The problem is what? So you need to understand, if you don't tell them the problem, you just go to the point, right? No, it's just information. But if you tell them the problem, notice everything I've been doing on this freaking Facebook Live so far is I've been framing it. The problem is right now, if you don't have a structure, here we go. Here are the 6 Ps, like the 6 P law. But the problem is what? You forget your script. You try to remember. You do your videos. You get frustrated. You don't know what you want to do, right? So I tell you the problem, and then the promise is what? What's in it for you? What's the beautiful brightness of the future? I train with this guy called Marshall Tobel. Marshall Tobel talks about this. Humans need darkness of future, brightness of future. What's the darkness if I don't do this? What's the brightness? What's the hope if I do this? So the problem is what? The problem right now is if you don't apply these 6 Ps, you're gonna, every time you go on video, you're gonna be frustrated. You're gonna be messy. There's no step-by-step way for you to do your videos. And the promise is, if you listen and you apply these strategies, I'm gonna show you how in 6 simple steps you are able to create videos on the fly. You're able to be confident anytime, anywhere, wherever you want. And most importantly, how you can create content easily and effortlessly with nothing but your smartphone. Promise. So now you have stake, right? And then I go to the point. Okay, I go to the point. I can either share the point or I can show the point of proof. Okay, I like to use proof, Prove. Prove that you know your stuff. Educate them. Give them the pointers. Give them information. Now you promise, then you prove to them that you know what you're talking about. So prove to them by giving them the points, right? So what are the 3 things you want to teach them? What are 5 things that will make the difference? And then you push. The last part, you push them. If you want more, comment below. Take action. Share this video. DM me. Notice what I've done, right? Tag me on Facebook, whatever it is. Do one action. The push is the most important part. Do one action, no more. Don't do like, share, subscribe. God bless your soul. Nobody's going to do any of that. Do one. You want them to like, you ask them to like. You want them to comment, you ask them to comment. You want them to DM, ask them to DM. And please, for God's sake, don't ask them to DM like, hey, DM the word entrepreneur. Nobody knows how to DM the word easy, fast, quick, money. DM, you are yes, no, whatever it is. And then so these are the 6 P's, right? It doesn't matter what you do, you can use this. For example, if anybody wants to type in the chat what business you are in or what product you're selling, without any context whatsoever, I'm going to show you how you can use these 6 P's to create any product or service. You can create a video on the fly. Right?
All right, guys, type down your business in the comment section below so David can actually answer and actually help you in your business. So just before we do that, right, my next question to you is, David, how do you actually automate this so it will the video will always be recurring and you can actually put it on Facebook and then it will actually automatically generate more sales?
So how do you use this, right? How do you use this and you automate the whole thing? Very simple. Mm-hmm. You shoot the video once, right? And then what you do is you use ads, for example, or you use any software, okay? And then what you do is you just run ads to it. So you run ads, and then people, let's say they comment or whatever, you can use ManyChat. And then ManyChat, you can auto reply, and then it can do the whole sales process for you. Okay? So the easier, and then some is like, then if let's say I don't run ads, can I automate it? Yeah, you can. Anybody that comes into your email sequence, any new leads you have, any networking person that comes in, you automate the process. Send them this video first. This video builds trust. Every video has a specific outcome. Some videos build trust. Some videos build credibility. Some videos pull heartstrings and emotions. You need to know what sequence to put those videos. Okay.
All right. Cool. Thanks, David. So yeah, we have Christine and Michelle both from the real estate industry.
Nice. Let's do this. Okay. Very simple. 6 P's. Okay. So I'm gonna be Michelle. So for example, the 6 P's will sound something like this. What if I told you with only just $100, you can be able to own the home that you love and financially retire in less than 3 to 5 years? Hi, my name is Michelle, and my name is Michelle, and I help busy business owners like you put aside your money so that you can not only build your business quicker, faster, but know that you always have a financial freedom plan at the end. And the biggest problem is this: business owners, right now, your biggest frustration is what? You spend so much time building your business, you spend so much time accumulating all this wealth, being busy, but then you realize that sometimes the biggest problem is your business keeps sucking your wealth away. And you at the end of the day, you ask yourself, why the hell are you even in business? So the promise is this, is that what if I could show you how, by setting aside $100 a day, how you can not only invest in the right properties, not only invest in the properties that generate you income, but most importantly, the properties that give you a peace of mind, that despite the business, whatever is going on in the business and the economy, you are able to sleep with a peace of mind. So let me show you how you can do this. There are 3 steps to doing this. Step one is you need to understand when it comes to property, there are 3 M's. The first one is market. The second one is margin. The third one is the moves you need to make. So that I'm no property expert, but you get it. I'm giving the points, right? The proof, right? And then in the proof, I can also show, like, take Jonah, for example. Jonah applied our 3M strategy when it comes to buying property by setting $100 a day. And since then, he's able to not only accumulate, not only 1, not only 2, but 5 properties. And all these properties are giving him the financial backing he needs to build his business and take risks in his business confidently. If you want to find out more how to be like Jonah, how you can set aside just $100 a day and be able to build a property portfolio that it allows you to have a financial backing so that you can focus on being what you do best, the entrepreneur, but also realize that your money is backed. DM me 100 and I'll follow up with you, and then let's chat and let's see how we can build your property game plan. And
Wow, was that amazing, guys? Well, if you guys thought that was like mind-blowingly good, right? Actually type wow in the comments, WOW. Wow, David, I think Michelle, you can actually really like use this template, like rewatch it and then put it into your own words, and then you can repurpose it straight away. Is that correct, David?
Yeah. Yeah, of course you got to teach your whatever that thing is, but you get the idea. Because I'm no property expert, does it make sense? I don't know the steps, the 5 steps, the 7 things, whatever it is, but that's the whole idea. So everybody can do this. You know?
Yeah. So Jericho, Alfred, Michelle, Aiden, Pentek, everyone's saying wow, man.
But one thing you guys gotta realize, so you go, wow, that's very like so impressive. No. You need to understand there's a step-by-step psychology that we bring everybody through in each video. There's a thing that we talk about, the buyer's pyramid, the buyer's quadrant, is to go into their fears, their frustrations, their wants and their desires. It's about understanding what makes your product unique. Who's your target audience? There's a bunch of things that I have behind that 2-3 minute video. There's 10,000 layers that we've worked on already that I can think. I have trained myself to think on laser lightning part. Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I have trained, so you can throw me anything because I can fit like, okay, 100x, for example, or your late night show or whatever it is. I can put a target audience, and then I can do this quantum computer speed. Right? Okay, what's their fears, what's their frustrations, whatever it is. The reason why most of your videos are not effective is because you also don't understand the marketing fundamentals. Remember, I am not a videographer. I don't teach you how to make beautiful videos. I'm a marketer first, a salesperson first, a persuasion expert first. And we use the vehicle of video to capture people, to capture their hearts, their minds, and their wallets. I am not a videographer first. I do not have any video background, and probably my videographer can do a 10 times better job than me. But why our videos are so effective is because we work on the messaging, the pain, the problem, the key points, that when you say these points, it moves the needle and it gets people like, sold, I want to buy. And that's what you want to work on. So don't focus on the video. The video is just 20%. 80% of the work is in what? In the messaging. In the marketing messaging, the market message match.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. So yeah, David, what happens now? Like, since now they know like the 6 P's, now they know what to do. So the most pertinent question is, how do they get started? How do they actually
get over yourself and upload that freaking video on Facebook, on WhatsApp, and send it to as many people as you can?
So do you actually recommend them to like just send a video first, or do Instagram? Because it's all in the head. It's like you want to do Facebook, you want to do Instagram.
All in your head, because after we get you through the hardest part, which is recording yourself, the second hardest part on planet Earth is you pressing the upload button.
Yeah.
So many people record. How many? Like, think about it. How many of you here you have videos of yourself? Whether it's talking about your product, your service, is lying in your smartphone, and then the only reason why it's not up is because you never press the upload button, or you press the upload button and then you click X.
Mm-hmm. If you guys are there, just type one in the comments.
We train guys. You know why I can read your mind? I have done this for years. Okay. We have helped people who gone through our process. They have like together and made over 50 million US dollars. No, sorry, not 50 million, 10 million US dollars. So about 45 mil Malaysian ringgit. Million, not K. Million, 40 million Malaysian ringgit in verified sales using smartphone videos. And the only reason why we do that, why we can create such amount of money, is because most people, they come to an event, other than giving them the tools, the strategies, we work on the 2 biggest things: getting you to record it, getting you to send it out. So what's next is you got to overcome your little voice. The biggest enemy is here. Is you saying like, oh, what if it's not good? What if nobody watches it? Like, all that nonsense. Right? Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? Nobody watches. Nobody replies, right? What's the best thing that could happen? Somebody replies like, hey, I'm interested. It goes viral. What's the most likely thing to happen? 2-3 people reply. So most people don't reply. But why in your head is like the end of the world? Why if I click this publish button? Like my mom will kill me, my dad will disown me, I will need to commit seppuku, take a knife stab in my chest, my ex-boyfriend will take my video, post it and laugh. Right?
Well, it's possible, but it's all up in the head.
It's not possible. It's irresponsible for you to think like that. Because you're robbing the world of your message.
Mm-hmm. What would you actually tell people who actually just started off their business and they are not sure if they want to get into video marketing? What would your advice be?
There are two ways to do this. Okay. There's the good answer, what we call the clubhouse, the polite answer, and what's the real answer. So let me give you the good answer first. The good answer is, if you don't want to do video marketing, if you feel that there's no need, then you can look for other avenues. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can look for other avenues. There are many ways to do it. Okay. So what are the many ways? Copywriting. Okay. Go learn how to write 10, 20 pages of copy. Let's see how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
You can always do graphic design, or that's even harder. Right? You can go ahead and build a funnel, which needs copywriting and graphic design. And you need to have 1 funnel, 2 funnel, upsell, downsell, triple sell. If people say no, you're going to send them this. If people say yes, you're going to send them to that thing. Maybe a funnel. You can work on hiring people to do everything for you. And how has that worked out for your business? Right? How many people have hired agencies and it just didn't work out, right? Or you can take control and realize that, hey, like fundamentally, I need to be in control of my, like, one thing you should never outsource in your business: marketing itself. Worst mistake you never make. So that's the polite answer. Let me give you the real world answer. If you want to continue to stay broke, unknown, a nobody, and a loser, then do not use what I taught you. If you want to be rich, famous, be able to change lives, do business, be known as a celebrity, walk into a room and then people know, hey, you're that guy, girl. Hey, I saw your videos before. You're inspiring. You want to wake up to random messages like, hey, just because of your message, I decided to do this.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be able to create income, impact, independence, and become an icon ultimately, then go ahead, use what I taught you. I didn't charge you anything, give you everything on a silver platter. At the end of the day, there's too much information, there's too little implementation. How many of these weekly lives have you heard and you have done nada with it?
Same thing for the Facebook Live that I'm actually doing right now. A lot of people actually say that, hey, they want to do something like me. But after 8 months, I've been doing it for 8 months, they have not started, right?
Yeah.
So I'm actually talking to you, right? You who actually said that you wanted to start this, something like what I'm actually doing right now. But after 8 months that I've been doing it for 8 months, you have yet to start. This is the message for you guys. This is what I'm actually telling you. Get started. It is not that hard. It is just to put your face on the camera, bite the bullet, and do it.
2 things. Version 1 is better than none. Burn that, tattoo that on your forehead. Version 1 is always better than none. That's number 1. Number 2, progress over perfection. Most people, they value perfection over progress. Perfection is what others will say, what your mom would say, what your dad would say, what your wife would say. Step.
Yeah, Tinsy can actually read your mind already. Step flat.
That's that. Screw it.
Wow, cool.
Focus on that.
progress is better than perfection, and version 0 is version 1 is better than version 0. Wow, that I think a lot of people can actually resonate. If you guys are actually enjoying this session, you're actually liking what David is actually sharing, do type 2 in the comments. Type 2 in the comments. So you guys are actually still listening on. And yeah, we're almost at the end of our session, man. David, it has been a pleasure having you on to this show. We have been doing it for the past 8 months. It has been a pleasure. I actually had the opportunity to interview a lot of people that I would not have the chance to actually talk to. This journey has been super amazing for me, and I couldn't be happier to actually have you as the last guest on this show before I end it. And yeah, it really brings me a lot of joy to actually bring a lot of happiness to people, bring a lot of exposure to people as well. A lot of people, like, even before this show, they didn't have enough of audience, or they did not have enough eyeballs on their own business. But after I had this show, I gave them a platform, and lots more people actually reached out to them, and they actually generated sales. So I'm very happy that I actually gave them a platform. And also that there were people that actually encouraged and motivated to actually start their own show. Like, somebody actually messaged me yesterday. I think his name was William. He messaged me. He said that, hey, I inspire him to actually start his own show, and then he's starting it next week.
Yeah, this is also video, by the way. What the Facebook Live is also a video.
Yeah.
Right? Notice the same formula. Capture your attention in the first 10 seconds or 1-2 minutes. Problem, promise. I give you the point. I give you the proof. I teach you whatever you need to learn. Then we're gonna push. But we're gonna push because this is the last one, right? Last show.
Yep.
So here's the push. Follow Jonah on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. It's the push. Post this on Facebook.
Post this on Facebook. Do a screenshot if you're actually watching this on your phone, on your iPad, on your notebook. Do screenshot this. Let us know what is your biggest takeaway from this session. And also, do remember to tag us on Instagram, tag us in your stories, and then we'll actually go through it, and then we'll share it out as well. All right, cool. David, any final words to our audience here who actually want to start on videos, haven't got started? What is your final word of advice?
Final word of advice I would say is this. Understand that at the end of the day, when it comes to videos, right? When it comes to videos, you can choose to be broke, unknown, complete nobody, and not do your videos. Either way, the world will go on. Or, and then just to be aware, you can be broke, unknown, a complete nobody, and don't do your videos, don't publish your videos. And just to be clear, there will be people who will still hate you, but they hate you in secret. Or you can publish your videos out there, and you can be rich, famous, change lives, and the same 5-10% of people who hate you in secret will still hate you. But this one, at least you cry in your Ferrari. Does it make sense? Yep. Either way, whatever decision you make right now at the end of this Facebook Live is that there are people who hate you already. A lot of us, the reason why we don't do videos, we're afraid of haters. We're afraid of backlash. We're afraid of what if it doesn't, what if. At the end of the day, you need to understand. No matter what you do, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, no matter what they do, they change the world. There will be always haters. Yeah. The question is, do you want to be broke and not confront them, or do you want to be rich, have a lot of results, help a lot of people, change a lot of lives, build a business? But what you do is these people, they come out publicly to hate you. That's my last advice. The biggest problem is either way, choose your poison. Or choose your purpose.
Choose your purpose, definitely. Thank you so much for actually sharing, David. So we actually speaking to David Chua from Vertex Mastery. He's a global speaker, author, best-selling author, video strategist. I think it has been a pleasure having you on the show. I also like to thank some of our guests onto the show who actually commented, engaged with us, and actually gave us a lot of love, a lot of likes. So we have Peng Tek, we have Mark, we have Christine, Vivian, Jerry Ho, we have Marilyn, Sue Chin, we have Jia Wang, we have Tinsy, Viola, Michelle, Audi, Alex, Mark, Rajuna, and Alfred, and so many more guys. Sorry guys, can't name you guys all. Thank you so much for actually tuning in. David, how do people actually get in touch with you if they want to know more about your stuff?
Follow me on Instagram at David KY Chua. I'll be there. But I think one of the biggest things we gotta thank the man on a mission, Jonah, for doing this week in, week out, sacrificing his Wednesdays, not going out for dinner. So I just want to dedicate this song to Jonah. I'm a man on a mission. This is Jonah with the Late Night Show. The man on a mission, bringing you the best content and the best speakers. And I really appreciate to be the last person to wrap this up for you, Jonah. I would appreciate it. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. It has been a pleasure, man. Thanks, guys. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for everybody, especially on 100X, everyone on the 100X platform, the moderators. To name a few, we have Aiden, we have we have Alfred, we have Audi, right? We have Audi, and yeah, thank you so much for actually joining us. There's so many of you guys that I want to thank. And I think this journey has been amazing. I want to thank you. And yeah, I'm just lost for words. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much. Thank you, David. And we will see you when we see you. Bye guys. See ya.